the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevator.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First play from scrimmage. Here's Strong. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Strong. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
back, and they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Looking to throw. Strong. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Now Patterson to start the drive. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, Strong. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now Murray.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Ravens nothing.
So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Murray. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 41, Murray. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw, it's Murray. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Running the counter, Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Khari Blasingame, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 24, Murray. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded right around the 8.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Murray trying again after the pick six. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return is Williams. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Off the play fake. Strong. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Denver. 67 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 5. back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
After the turnover, here's Murray. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Going up top for Kupp. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan.
He's got a man, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Green.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Yeah.
To throw is Murray. And now here's another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run finishing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
On 3rd down, Strong going up top and unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Give to Patterson, running to the right.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Here's Patterson again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Murray.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patterson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4 down territory or not, because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
One more time with Patterson.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Strong. That pass caught. It's Williams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On first down, Strong escaping the pressure right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Strong. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Strong. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
A right side run with Patterson.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in here by Fuller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on third down? They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Again, Patterson brought down at the 20.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Murray. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And Shark calls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Strong. Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Strong. Under pressure, they got him again. So this will line up a Denver victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Denver, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Side through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping the stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just stole my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just aim at better the widow's peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible. I do the impossible, impossible.